see in Bhagavatam. Then he had been attacked by one ferocious demon. Then, which demon? Then he said, oh, hunger. We're very, very hungry. And now, coming into our nostrils is this very, very sweet smell coming from this towel plantation. And it's also going into our stomach. So please help us to relieve this problem. So then they went to this plantation, and this was taken care of by an associate of Kamsa called Dhenukasura. So Balaram, they said, if we go to this place though, that it's guarded by this Dhenukasura, and anybody that comes near, that he and his associates, that they immediately annihilate them. That nobody goes near this place. What to speak of going near it? Even the birds up in the sky, they won't even fly over this place. Balaram and Krishna, they were laughing. How can an ass, be so powerful? So then they went, Balaram in front. When they got to the grove, then Balaram, he took one tall tree, very, very tall, thin, and then he started to shake. And some tall fruit started to come down. Plop, 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 plop. Immediately, Dhenukasura, he got up and he went to see who was intruding in his territory. And then he saw the very, very beautiful forms of Krishna and Balaram. Krishna with his very beautiful peacock feather, his pitambra, his golden yellow shawl, and next to him, Baladev, in front by the tree, with his very beautiful white complexion, blue dhoti. Seeing, immediately Dhenukasura, he charged towards Baladev, and then jumping, this ass demon with his hind legs, both legs, with a very, very heavy push, he just kicked Baladev in his chest. But Baladev was just standing there and not at all moved, not at all fazed. Dhenukasura, he looked, he was amazed. Then again he went up to Baladev, and then he turned round, and then he lifted up his hind legs, and again he kicked him. But this time when he went to kick, Baladev very easily just caught hold of his legs with one hand, and then just started to swing him round in a centrifugal way. And then he just took him and tossed him up towards the tall tree. Before this demon even reached the top of the tree, his life air had left. His body hit the tree, and then so many fruits started to come down. The tree also broke, and it fell and it hit one tree. And from the weight of that and the demon, that tree also broke and fell and hit another tree, and then another tree, and another tree. And in this way, the trees were just scattered all over the place in such a short time. The friends of Dhenukasura, they saw how their master had just been killed by Baladev. And then immediately, they also got up and they started to attack Baladev and Krishna. And there was a great flurry of Baladev and Krishna just taking them and swinging them and then throwing them up into the trees. And within no time, the whole place was completely devastated. There were just tall trees, tall fruit, the bodies of these demons, and blood. The place was such a mess. And then after Madhumangal, who was very hungry, he looked. He said, oh Krishna, I'm not hungry anymore. Let's go home. So, it's been explained that this pastime, it has very, very significant meaning. That just like the different demons that were killed by Krishna, that they represent different anarthas. So, Dhenukasura, he represents ignorance. That he's taken the form of an ass. And the ass, he's the symbol of ignorance. Srila Gurudeva has explained that in the rainy season, the ass will go and start to eat grass. But because of the rainy season, there's so much grass. And then the ass will look up, and the ass will see that, oh, that there's so much grass. I haven't eaten, but actually the ass has eaten so much. But he's just seeing that I've not eaten. In the dry season, when there's no grass, the ass has eaten just a little bit. But then the ass will look up, and the ass will see, oh look, I've eaten all of this grass. And then the ass, by the power of his mind, just see the power of Maya, then his stomach will become very, very big, though he hasn't eaten anything, but he'll think, I have eaten. What is this? Prakrite kriyamanani gunai savasaha ahankara vimudatma kataham iti manyate. That the ass is thinking that I'm eating, but actually due to the influence of the seasons, the three modes of material nature, all this is going on. But the ass, being a mudha, being ignorant, is thinking, I am doing. The living entity conditioned in this world, we're also going about and apparently performing so many activities. But actually these activities are being performed by this body, which is made of senses, mind, intellect. And these activities are being impelled by the three modes of nature according to our karma. We, the living entity, we're in there and we're observing, we're bringing consciousness, but we're just prisoners in this body of 9 gates, walking here and there. But by illusion, we're thinking that, oh, I am doing everything. I am in control. I'm so powerful, just like an ass. Also, this ignorance, when the living entity comes into this material world, Krishna Buli Seiji Vanati Bahimuk Ataiva Mahitar Deha Samsaraduk. He becomes covered by Maya. And the first covering, the first slap is of illusion. This is avidya, ignorance. This avidya later develops into the other covering of the living entity, which is where you have the different things which are explained in Madhurya Kandambini, then rag, or lust. This lust and avidya is just a subtle form, a development of this lust. And the living entity, covered by lust, is forced to act in so many different ways. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, he says, or Arjuna asks, Atakena prayuktoyam papam chariti purusham. He said, oh Krishna, why are we forced to act, even if we don't want to? What is the reason? Krishna says, Kam esha krod esha rajagun samubhava. That due to lust, which transforms into tamagun, which is born from the mode of passion, one is acting like this. So how will one become free? So this pastime, we see that Krishna has killed so many demons. Putana, Trinavata, Shakatasura, Agasura. But now, Baladev, he's killing this demon, Dhenukasura. Why? Because Baladev, he's Akanda Guru Tattva. He's the whole full manifestation of Guru Tattva. And the living entity, who's covered by ignorance and covered by different anartas. What are those anartas? Sarup Brahm, Asat Trishna, Hridaya Dabalyam, and Aparad. No time to explain. So, the living entity covered by these... Gurudev, should I explain? No time. The living entity covered by these different anartas, but especially we'll discuss Hridaya Dabalyam. That Hridaya Dabalyam, it has 4 divisions. First is Tucha Asakti. That the living entity is attached to very, very insignificant, ephemeral things of this world. Then Kutinati and Kapatya. This means duplicity, hypocrisy, and also cheating and criticizing. That especially for one who has come to the lotus feet of Sadguru, one who's come to be able to do bhajan, then Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, he said, that it's better to take birth in the species of worms, beasts, different animals, than to come and still hold on to this kapatya and matsarya, envy. So this has to be given up, but very, very difficult. Very difficult to give up this hypocrisy, this duplicity, because we're bound by illusion. So how to give up? And the last is pratishta. There's Tucha Sakti, Kutinati Kapatya 1, Matsarya, envy is another, and then pratishta. So who can give up? Kanakamini, Pratishta Bhagini Taryate E Vaishnav. That one who's given up this desire for the sense objects of this world. Kanaka, Kamini, the opposite sex. Who's brief? Okay. Who's given up? Pratishta, desire for name, fame, adoration, which is so subtle that practically up to the level of Bhav, that this is there. How can give up? Only by mercy of Guru. So, Baladevi comes and he's killing this demon, because these anartas, especially this anarta, this will be removed when we take that attachment, which is born of ignorance, that we have for this material world, for the objects of this world, for our mother, for our wife, for children, for different things. And then we take that attachment and then we place it at the lotus feet of Guru. That love and affection, now we give it fully to Guru. Then Guru, he is Sadhu Vaidya. He's a transcendental physician. Then he can perform the operation. Baladev, he comes with a plow. And with this plow, he's rooting up the weeds which are in the field. And similarly, he's rooting up the anarthas which are within the field of the heart. And Guru, he's doing this. He's Nityananda Prakash. Baladev Prakash. He's a manifestation of Baladev who's coming and he's mercifully making the field fertile. But for that field to be fertile, we have to offer it to Gurudev. But because we're conditional, our offering is conditional. So we have to keep on offering and offering and offering and offering. So that Gurudev can keep on performing that operation and make the heart nice and clean. So that Bhakti Lata Beach, which is being planted by Guru Mercy, so that this will grow very, very, very nice. So how he's giving his mercy? By his very merciful glance, by his embrace, by his wishes, and especially Satam Prasangam Mamadveya Samvido Bhavanti Vidkana Rasayana Kata Tadoshanat Ashu Apavagavatmani Chararati Bhakti Anukrumisma.
Today, Kali Hara. Today, tomorrow.
Hare Krishna. Yesterday, Srila Gurudeva mercifully given some initiation. Due to lack of time, we couldn't announce your spiritual name. Today, we'll announce your spiritual name. And some more devotee has requested for initiation. It will take place tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. in Gurudev Bhajan Koti. And for the gents, they have to shave clean hair and clean dhoti. Etc. have to come like other day devotees come. And tomorrow, due to Harinam Sankirtan, fire sacrifice will take place day after tomorrow. And darshan for devotee who left over like France, Italy, Holland, Lithuania, Latvia, Finland, Russia and other countries, day after tomorrow 10 a.m. here. Hare Krishna. And when Gurudev will announce the spiritual name, please let them listen their name first, then you can clap. Otherwise, you start clapping, they could not listen their name properly. Hare Krishna. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hare Krishna. And the devotees who are performing drama, be ready, make all the arrangements just now in a expert way so that nobody is disturbed. We can hear the name announcements. Srila Gurudeva has given initiation mercifully to 88 devotees. Some of them have already left. We start with Mirnal Das from Kolkata. Please stand up when we call your name and Srila Gurudeva will announce your new spiritual name. Mirnal Das, Prabhu, is here.
What? Huh? Mridul Krishna ki jai.
Francisco Chaitanya Crespo.
Chaitanya Das ki jai.
España. Andre Krieger from Germany.
Anirudh Krishna ki jai. Anil Krishna ki jai.
Then also from Germany, I believe Dresden, Ives Weiland. Yves Weiland.
Jamuna Jivan Prabhu ki jai.
Then from London, King Chong. Not King Kong, but King Chong from London.
Kokil Das Prabhu ki jai.
And from Holland, Huan Ormskerk.
Jagmohan Prabhu ki jai.
From Nepal, Batu Krishna Das.
बटू कृष्ण दास की जय।
From Holland, Ravi Beku. From Holland.
रमेश्वर प्रभु की जय।
From Berlin, Martine. Husband Karsten. What do you want to do? Malati.
मालती देवी की जय।
Okay. Frank Berlin. Frank is here. Vajahari.
भजहरि 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 प्रभु की जय।
Ravi Bain from England. Ravi.
रवि राधा चरण प्रभु की जय।
Matthew Austin from England.
जो मुरली मोहन की जय।
From Australia, receiving Harinam and Diksha, Rashma Bhagyani.
रत्नावली देवी की जय।
Receiving Diksha from the UK, Sumitra Devi Dasi.
सुचित्रा देवी दास सुमित्रा देवी की जय।
From Italy, receiving Harinam, Maurizia Armenti.
माधुरी दासी की जय।
Scatolino Giuali.
गदाधर दास की जय।
Morgan Masia.
मोहन दास की जय।